was standing under the harsh lights of a charity stage when my friends put my name up for auction as a joke. And then my sister's best friend raised her bidding paddle again and again until the entire room went silent. What started as an embarrassing prank became the most unexpected night of my life, because she wasn't bidding to make fun of me. She was bidding because she had been carrying a secret for years, and that night she finally decided she was done hiding it. I had never been the kind of man people noticed at parties. I was 30 years old, worked a quiet office job, lived in a small apartment, and spent most of my free time helping my younger sister whenever she needed me. I wasn't wealthy, handsome in the movie star sense, or confident enough to walk into a room expecting attention. So when my sister convinced me to attend a charity event with her, I expected an ordinary evening of awkward small talk and expensive suits. Instead, her friends decided I needed to be more adventurous. Before I realized what was happening, my name appeared on a screen beneath the words charity date auction. The room erupted in laughter. My face burned as my sister covered her mouth, realizing her friends had taken the joke much further than expected. I wanted to disappear. The rules were simple. Guests could bid for a dinner date with the person on stage, with all proceeds going to a local children's charity. I knew it was supposed to be harmless, but standing beneath those lights while strangers laughed made me feel like the loneliest person in the room. If stories about kindness, second chances, and unexpected love mean something to you, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Space. Your support helps these stories reach people who may need a little hope. The auctioneer started with a small amount. Nobody raised a paddle. Then someone finally did, mostly because the room was encouraging them. Another person followed. I tried to smile, pretending I was enjoying myself, but inside I was counting the seconds until I could escape. Then, from the middle of the room, a familiar hand went up. It was Emma, my sister's best friend. She was 29, confident, intelligent, and the kind of person who seemed completely comfortable wherever she went. I had known her for almost 10 years. She had been around for birthdays, family dinners, holidays, and countless ordinary evenings. To me, she had always been the friend my sister trusted more than anyone. Emma raised her paddle. The auctioneer announced her bid. Someone else raised theirs. Emma raised again. The room began laughing and cheering. I looked at her, expecting to see the same playful expression as everyone else, but there was something different in her eyes. She wasn't laughing. She was watching me with an intensity I couldn't understand. Another bidder raised the price. Emma immediately answered, again and again. Soon the amount was far beyond what anyone expected. People stopped laughing. My sister stared at Emma in complete disbelief. Finally, the auctioneer announced that Emma had won. The applause sounded distant as I stepped down from the stage. Emma approached me quietly. Instead of making a joke, she simply handed over the winning bid confirmation and said she had wanted to do something meaningful that night. I assumed she meant the charity, but during dinner, I realized she meant something else too. Emma told me she had always admired the way I treated people when nobody was watching. Years earlier, when her father had passed away, I had quietly helped her family with errands and paperwork because I knew she was overwhelmed. I had never considered it important. I had forgotten most of it. She hadn't. She remembered every small act of kindness. She explained that she had been planning to make a large donation to the charity for months, but when my name appeared on that stage, she decided the money could do two things at once. It could help children who needed it, and it could remind me that I wasn't invisible. Her words hit harder than any compliment I had ever received. For years, I had believed that being kind without expecting anything in return meant nobody noticed. That night, I discovered that sometimes people remember the things you think don't matter. But Emma wasn't finished. She admitted that she had been afraid to tell me something.